Hello class 9 students. Today I am going to continue the discussion on Muhammad rebellion. In the previous discussion we discussed about how what were the causes of the beginning of the rebellion, and it was due to the a great appeal of Ragha Moran and Nahar Khora, two disciples of the Mahamariya Mahanta, who was flogged and whipped. Nahar Khora's ear were slit off by Kirti Chandra Barua, and Ragha Moran was flogged by a whip by Kirti Chandra Barua. So these two people went to the Mahanta and demanded for a revolt, and thereby the revolt was started by calling of the Mahamariya disciples across the state, across the kingdom of Ahom. So in this way, today we are going to discuss about what happened during the movement, during the Mahamariya rebellion. That is what happened during the event of the rebellion. Here, the previous discussion that we have done, we can conclude that for many years the fire of discontent was simmering in the heart of the Mahamariyas, and they were angry, but they wanted a perfect time to start the rebellion. So this perfect time was given by Kirti Chandra Barbarua. The ill treatment of Nahar Khora, as I have already mentioned, and Ragha Moran by Kirti Chandra added fuel to fire. The Guru also, feeling that it was the appropriate time to start the years to avenge, to take the revenge of the years of humiliation which were collected down by the Mahamariya Mahantas and through the royal clans, that is the royal people. And later the Mahanta gave his consent to the wishes of his disciples, and began the first widespread mass uprising against the Ahom monarchy. The first thing is that though the Ahom rule has to be shattered by the Mahamariya rebellion, but not to harm the administrative system, the Mahamariya Mahanta urged the disciples that not to change the administrative system of the country. So the foremost objectives of the Mahamariya was to end the Ahom rule. To end the Ahom rule. To end the Ahom rule. But as they need to fight against the Ahom, because the Ahom will not remain silent. So the Mahamariyas collected at first 7,000 soldiers. This figure is not so less, belonging to the Mahamariyas. Collected 7 soldiers, the Mahamariyas. And declared war against the Ahom kingdom through the rebellion. In the first instance, they neglected the Ahom king's authority and attacked a group that had gone into the forest in Moran inhabitants, which were going to collect timber, that is wood from a nearby forest, who attacked the Mahamariyas. These Mahamariyas attacked the soldiers who had gone to collect timber from the forest, of the nearby forest. Then later the king responded immediately, and the king sent 2,000 soldiers to fight against the rebellion. But the royal army was defeated. Why? Because this 2,000 figure and this 7,000 figure was completely different. So definitely it was obvious that the king's soldier would be defeated by these Mahamariya rebellions. And as the Mahamariyas were able to defeat the royal army, it was encouraged. The Mauryaas were encouraged by the victory. Encouraged what? Encouraged by the victory. So again, the Maurya rebels, as they were encouraged by the victories, by their own victories, then this enthusiasm was created and more Mauryas joined the rebel. And thousands of rebels now started the cause of their own suffering against the Ahom rule. Later, we know that the rebellion was started during the tenure of the king Lakshmi Singha, Swargadao Lakshmi Singha. So it was obvious Lakshmi Singha dispatched a huge army of 14,000 soldiers. 14,000 soldiers to fight against the Maurya. Okay, to defeat the rebellion. Here, as I have already mentioned, here the commander of this force, this Lakshmi Singha, who sent 14,000 soldiers, and the commander of these soldiers was Harnam Bhitorual Phukan. So Harnam Bhitorual Phukan was an administrative officer and who commanded the 14,000 soldiers. Actually, the Phukan belonged to that person who used to collect tax from the people. So the Ahom commander was taken prisoner by the rebel. How they were taken prisoner? Because the rebels were so much, the number of the rebel was so much. Again, the Ahom army was defeated. The soldiers who were commanded by the officers, Ahom officers, the Harnam Bhitorual Phukan, he was defeated. The soldiers were defeated, and Harnam Bhitorual Phukan was taken prisoners by the rebellion. Then they crossed the Soraido Hill. Soraido, it was the first capital city of Ahom, and proceeded towards the capital. The king, along with his ministers and officials, were preparing to flee to Guwahati. That means the king, as he knows that the rebels are advancing towards their capital city, so the king, with his other officer, tried to flee. But before fleeing to Guwahati, before fleeing from the capital to Guwahati, they were captured. They were captured. You know that the king was captured. The king was captured in a nearby building, which was constructed by the previous kings. The building was named as Joy Dole. And do you know where Kirti Chandra was kept? Kirti Chandra with his other officers were kept in elephant stables, or shed, we call a stable. So what is the meaning? Where elephants are kept there. Now this Kirti Chandra and his officers who were kept captive in the elephant stables, they had to stay with elephant, and also all the dirty things they have to stay. So the Mauryas captured the Ahom capital and established Nahar Khora's son Ramakanta or Ramananda on the throne. You know that after Mauryas defeated the king, now a new king has to be installed. The name of the king was Ramakanta. He was Nahar Khora's son. He was a Maurya king, not Ahom king. As Ramakanta, the Maurya king, was put into the throne of the Ahom, so Ramakanta became the Maurya king of the Ahom kingdom. So Raghamoran became the Borborua. As per the Guru's order, no change was made in the system of government, and all the higher posts were filled up with Mahamayas. So the people who were engaged in torturing the people of the Mahamayas, what they were done? They were killed. The Satras and the royal patrons now began to feel the ire, that means they began to feel under the custody of the Mauryaas. They compelled. Now the main thing is that though they became king, the Mauryaas had to rule properly, but they became greedy. They became greedy and started to force the common people, to become disciples of the Mauryaas. Common people. So in this way the common people suffered, and again for obtaining power, the Mauryas started to fight among each other. Though the first and foremost thing of the Maurya rebel to dethrone the Ahom king and put a Maurya king into the throne, and now the Mauryas started to rule over the Ahom kingdom. Thereby the Mauryas had to install peace and harmony over the kingdom, but they were not able to rule properly over the kingdom. They became greedy and they started to fight for power. As they started to fight power, the Ahoms were the Ahom people, the Ahom officers who were watching silently and by hiding from some places. So they saw that within 5 months the Mauryas were quarreling among each other, and thereby this situation was utilized by the Ahoms, and with the help of Manipuri princess. His name was Kuranganayani. You should pronounce properly. To kill one of the main leaders of the Mauryas, and Raghamoran, that is Raghamoran, and the other Maurya officials along with Ramakanta were murdered, and the capital was restored. Lakshmi Singha was brought again from the Joydol and reseated on the throne. In this way, the first phase of the Maurya rebellion came to end. The first phase. This rebellion was called as first phase. What happened in the first phase? The rebels fought the Ahoms. Ramakanta became king, and within 5 months the Mauryas were quarreling. This situation was utilized, and the Ahom took the advantage, and with the help of Manipuri princess Kuranganayani killed one of the leaders of the Mauryas, and they defeated the Mauryas again and took the throne again. The capital was restored, and in this way the first phase of the Maurya rebellion was came to an end. it can be said that the Mauryaas had contributed a lot in fighting against the rebellion, and within the first instance they were able to take the kingdom, but they could not utilize their power properly, and thereby they were defeated again by the Ahoms, and in this way the first phase of the rebellion came into end. So it can be said that without proper care and planning, the Mauryaas were defeated by the king's army, by the Ahom army, and finally it has become that in this way the rebellion has ended. This was the first phase of the rebellion. Again the second phase started, and in the second phase, when it started, it had a cause that when Lakshmi Singha became king again, he started to torture the Mauryaas again. The Mahantas were called, the Mauryaas were again being humiliated by the Ahom. Some of the Maurya leaders were caught, they were tortured inhumanly, and most of them were killed. Most of them ran away to save their lives. And it is because of this, king is a ruler, and whatever it happens, the king should pardon, the king should have should give the should give asylum to the Mauryaas, that what happened, it may happen now, the king should have rule the kingdom nicely. But the king started to torture this, he started to take revenge again with the Mauryaas, and finally again the Maurya wanted to fight against the king. One day the Mauryaas had a conspiracy to kill the king, but in the meantime the prime minister of the king in those times, who was a person, the father of Purnananda Buragohai, this name will be very common in future. And at the first phase of the Maurya rebellion, when a discontent continues simmering, this content was fueled once again by the inhuman activities of the Lakshmi Singha. Then the Mauryaas once again conspired to kill the king, and the reign of Lakshmi Singha, that is, it was during Gauri Singha. During Gauri Singha, the king was to be killed, and a conspiracy was had to kill the king. So here in those times, Ghanshyam Buragohai, remember this name, Ghansham, Ghanshyam Buragohai. Buragohai is a title given to a person, an officer, who is the prime minister of that kingdom. So Ghanshyam Buragohai, he was very quick in his measures, and this time the rebel could not achieve much success, and they were chased back from the Rangpur. In this way the king was saved in the second phase. In the second phase of the rebellion, of the attack by the Mauryaas, and many of the rebels were killed without any trial, while many were compelled to run away to the neighboring Kachari and Jayante areas. As a result, almost half of the Ahom kingdom was depopulated. Many people ran away to save their life. So in this way the second phase came to end. Again, as the second phase came to end, the period of calm was followed during that kingdom, during that time, but the desire of the Mauryaas for revenge were still very much alive, and this can be seen through the third phase. How the third phase started, and why the rebel has to start the third phase of the rebellion, this will be discussed in the next video. For the time being, I remain with this part. Thank you. I hope so you will understand. If you don't understand, repeat and again, and if you find difficulty in the next session of the classes, as stated in the routine, you may ask me the questions regarding this video. Thank you.